What's going on, everyone? Greatest Hits here. I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be replacing the brake fluid reservoir. I got the new one right here, the gaskets and whatnot. It's showing right here, if y'all can see, dot 3 is to be used on this car only. I got both of my lights here so I can see really good when I take the old brake fluid reservoir out and put the new one in with the fluid. I've also got some paper towels over here so the fluid won't just shoot out or anything or run out. Also got some dot 3 brake fluid, and I got this pump over here, brake fluid service, so I can suck the old brake fluid out. Now, the first thing you want to do is, before you go ahead and do everything else, you want to unplug this wire from the brake fluid reservoir so this is not hanging off, or you yank it out and this rips the wire out. Then you're going to have to replace the wiring or hot wire it, and that's not going to be fun. So that's where it connects to right there, that and that. Now the reason why I'm replacing this brake fluid reservoir is because of this. See how it's cracking around here? It's pretty bad, and it looks like it's leaking out too. Also back here, if you can see that pin, you got to knock it out with like a drill bit or a screw that I have right here, and then take a small hammer and just kind of knock it loose. And then there's another one right back there, if y'all can see that, in the corner, way down there. One there, and then one back there. And that's literally all you have to do. Knock them out real good, and then this should come straight out. Let's get to it. Alright guys, I got the old brake fluid reservoir out. Look how bad and nasty that looks on the inside. Oh my gosh. But yeah, this is basically what it looks like. Make sure when you buy a new part that it matches the old part and it looks about the same. Now when I opened this up for the first time, I thought to myself, oh, this looks way bigger than this, but no, it's actually the same size. Make sure it's, you know, the same all the way around. Now I can put it in, the new one in, add brake fluid, and then the next thing you want to do is take all the wheels off and go and bleed the brake fluid. That way you can get all the air out. Now you're gonna need 2 people to do this. I'm gonna get somebody in the car to pump the brakes and me bleed it, and then go from the driver front tire to the passenger rear tire to the driver rear tire to the passenger front tire. That's the procedure I'm gonna take for this car. So yeah, another thing, I had to take this hose out so I can have more room to knock this other pin out, but as you can see, that pin there and that pin right there is pretty much all the way out, and all I had to do was turn it as I lifted it up, and then literally I went up with it and turned it and then took it out like that. So let's put the new one in along with some new brake fluid and bleed the brakes on this Trans Am, and I should be good to go. Alright guys, I got everything put back together, the hoses and the wire to the master cylinder and the brake fluid reservoir. I'm about to fill it up with .3 and bleed these brakes, which y'all don't really need to see that, but I'm going to show you anyway, just so you guys know how to bleed the brakes on a Pontiac Firebird Trans Am as well. Alright guys, I got the hose right here. It's a clear hose that I bought from O'Reilly's, and I cut a hole into this power steering fluid. There was no fluid in here, it was just laying around. That way I can see if there's any air coming out of the system. This is a 10mm wrench, and this can fit all four sides of the caliper where the bleeder valve is at, and you just turn, I believe it's counterclockwise, this way, that way. I have somebody in the car to pump the brakes, that way I can bleed the air out and the car will be good to go. Pump it. Alright, pump it. Alright guys, that's about it. It's the same procedure all the way around the car, and yeah, that's about it. Alright guys, that's it for this video. If you like it, please hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. Great Hits, more how-to videos to come. Great Hits, out.